We're going to South Carolina. We're going to win those states.
Now our campaign moves on to Nevada, to South Carolina, to communities across our country.
We are going to South Carolina.
We need to hear from Nevada and South Carolina and Super Tuesday states and beyond.
Well, the cycle churns on. Candidates ready for the upcoming South Carolina primary. Moving on to the first Southern test for the 2020 presidential election. So who stands the best chance in the Palmetto State? Joining me live to debate is liberal analyst Cathy Areu and Florida congressional candidate Ford O'Connell. Thank you both for joining us. We appreciate it.
Good to be here.
So Ford, looking ahead, the next primary, who has the best chance in South Carolina, do you think? Biden's already there, so he's definitely putting the effort in.
Well, 2020 Democrats are tearing each other apart to make the case of who is best to beat Donald Trump. And frankly, Democratic primary voters are less than enthusiastic about their choices. We saw that last night again in New Hampshire with lower than expected turnout. As we turn to South Carolina, Joe Biden is certainly on life support. Bernie Sanders is climbing in the polls there, and he is, for all intents and purposes, the front runner in the 2020 Democratic race. I wouldn't be shocked if Bernie won in South Carolina. Interesting.
What do you think, Cathy? Do you agree? Will it be Bernie?
Maybe it's Bernie, but Bloomberg, this is the most diverse we've seen so far in any of these races. So the primary and the caucuses, this is the most diverse market we've seen. So it looks like Bloomberg has a great chance. A new poll came out showing that his numbers are going up with the minorities. So, even the president put out a tweet saying that Bloomberg is a racist, and it was quickly taken down because he is not a racist. And it shows you even the president is afraid of Bloomberg, a candidate whose name was written in a state where he wasn't even trying to win in New Hampshire last night.
Yeah, I don't know.
My eyes are on Bloomberg.
Yeah, I don't know if that shows that the president is afraid of Bloomberg. What he said was that, he didn't want to post that because he actually wanted to bring the country together. And you have Bloomberg's own words there talking about stop and frisk. Let's move on forward to Democrats and Nevada. Now, Nevada is the next race, and it's a caucus, just like Iowa was. Are they going to have the same problem this time around that they had in Iowa? We know they're not using the same exact app that allegedly caused at least part of all the problems that they've had there. They're using something different, an iPad tool to help them tabulate the votes. Ford?
Well, testing new voter technology at a time when emotions are running high like they are heading into Nevada is never a good idea. And if you have a repeat of the Iowa fiasco, you very well could have civil war in the Democratic Party, considering that Bernie Sanders in 2016 felt that the primary was rigged against him. And a lot of folks, a lot of Democratic primary voters want to have confidence in the system. But if you have chaos and confusion again, this could be a game changer for Donald Trump.
Yeah. Cathy, what do you think? What's going to happen in Nevada? Is it going to be chaos like Iowa?
It sounds like it's going to be chaos. There are new rules. They have to do things differently. They don't have coins. They have cards. So thank God for that kind of technology. But it's an embarrassment. The whole world is watching. So I don't think this is a Democratic thing or a Republican thing. This is an American thing. And if we can't show that we know how to elect a president without Russia interfering or without technology scaring us, this worries me as a country, not as a political party.
But Cathy, the Democrats are running the Nevada Caucus. They have no one to blame but themselves if it doesn't work out.
They're Americans. Democrats are Americans. It doesn't matter. These are Americans, and they should know how to run technology. We are America.
Well, if you can't run your own caucus, then you can't run the country.
Yeah, I don't think we're arguing whether or not Democrats are Americans. We're actually arguing whether or not they can run the caucus successfully, which they clearly did not do in Iowa. Cathy, Ford, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Heather.
We'll see what happens.